Good morning, everyone. Morning, Brenda. Morning, Keith, Michelle, Marty, good morning. Eric from Puerto Rico, good morning. Pam. All right, appreciate everybody jumping on this morning. We're going to get right into it as folks are joining in. Again, for new Periscopers, good morning, Ollie. Just want to make sure, if you'd like to share this with friends, team, whatever the case may be, if you either swipe right or up, depending on the type of phone you have, and then just follow instructions from there, then it'll walk you through the process. And if you hear something you like, if you tap the bottom right of the screen, then it'll throw some hearts up. So appreciate that always. But let's get right into it. Kind of important. This is a topic that ultimately is really about patience. And there's an old saying that's so true, that timing is everything, and it really is, in life, in business, whatever the case may be. And there's another saying that's also very true, which is we can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Well, and while that's true, we also can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So it's timing. It's there are a lot of things that come into play in business, but what I really want to talk about, obviously, is timing and lag time, and these are two very important things that, again, really relate to patience when it comes to building your business. If I've had it explained as a clock, if you kind of envision it that way, and that was explained by Eric Worre. It was very well done. So understanding that it's not your timing, it's the timing, obviously, of the person you're sharing the business with. So if the person you're sharing the business with, if it's not the right time for them, then they're probably not going to do this. Okay, so and again, that's okay, but there's some important steps, and it's important to understand the timing as you go through this process. So envision a clock, and we're just going to go on the quarter hours from your perspective: 3, 6, 9, and then high noon. So now let's say you speak with someone, and they just got a raise, they got a bonus, something positive happened in their life. Maybe they just paid off a debt, and they're comfortable, is the point. Well, that's 3 o'clock in their world. Now, or with this analogy, so 3 o'clock is, man, things couldn't be better, life's amazing, not interested in any opportunities, okay? 6 o'clock, though, is somebody, maybe there's a hint or rumors that there are going to be layoffs at their company. And something might be coming, but, so it's kind of in the back of their mind. It's still not a priority for them. They're thinking, there's a real slight chance that this could affect me. But they're kind of okay, But being that's in the back of their mind, their mind can start to open a little bit. 9 o'clock is something's happened. Okay, layoffs are happening. Maybe they've even been laid off. Now, if they've been laid off, but they've got a good severance package, it's still not yet an emergency. But again, their mind's starting to open more and more. So they're open to what else can I do? I got to replace my check, even though my check's still coming in for a period of time. I've got to be open to. I got to do something. I've got to take action, right? And then high noon. Now again, obviously at 9 o'clock, they're going to be pretty open to looking at different options in their life. High noon is, I got laid off 6 months ago. My severance is about to run out. I need to do something yesterday. High noon is where you're going to find that people are most open to looking at your business, at our business, at our opportunity. So it's important to understand that we can't control the timing of other people's lives. All we can do is share our information and let timing take care of itself. Now, here's the big picture with timing. It's not just where they are in that moment. It's understanding that people's situations change. And that's why I wanted to go through that clock analogy, because you may talk with somebody when it's 3 o'clock and everything's amazing and things couldn't be better for them. But 6 months later, it could be high noon for them. So if we leave the door open and we keep in touch with them and we're persistent, not bugging, but just again, keeping in touch and here's a great way to do that. You meet with somebody and you can just tell it's just not the right time. You know, they're like, why would I do this? Okay. Which again means they're comfortable, and that's okay. You know, some people, when they're comfortable, they're just not going to do anything. It doesn't matter. You know, they just want to be in their routine because they like their routine. Well, for you to say, and I've done this before, and I've never had anybody say no to this, for you to say, hey, listen, do you mind if I just keep in touch and just kind of let you know how I'm doing? They're going to say yes. And here's why they say yes. They say yes because they don't think you're going to do that. So when they say yes, you know, check in with them every month or so. Hey, just want to check in. How's it going? Da, 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 da. You know, and you can have a little casual conversation with them and say, hey, listen, I promised, you know, and you gave me the okay to do this. I told you I'd keep in touch and let you know how things are going. Hey, listen, man, here's what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. And give them the updates. You know, I promoted, I did this, I got a bonus, I went on an incentive trip. You know, whatever the case may be, let them know the positive things that are going on. You know, let them know what your team is up to. I'm up to X number of people on the team, whatever the case may be. Whatever your progress has been, share that with them, you know. Not to rub it in their face, but just, again, you're keeping your word, you're keeping them updated. So now here's the other thing is, you know, we talk about this all the time, and I do. And obviously I learned this from Logan Stout, but we can't escape our own perspectivity. But here's the other thing that can happen is we can develop a case of amnesia. Okay. So what the heck does that mean? Well, amnesia is we forget the process we went through to come into the business. See, a funny thing happens when we become a part of the business, no matter how long it took. See, somebody may have come to us when it was 3 o'clock in our world. And then 6 months or 12 months later, it's high noon. So all of a sudden we're open to this opportunity. We jump in, right? Well, what happens, and I see it all the time, is it took us 12 months or whatever it took for us to become involved in it. Say it was a month to become involved in the business, but we expect everybody else to join immediately when we share the business with them, because now we get it. And because we get it, we expect the world to get it. Well, the world's not going to get it because whoever we're talking to, they're either at 3, 6, 9 or high noon. And we don't know what that is necessarily when we start. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So understanding and remembering the process we went through to become a part of the business is, I think, important in us being able to relate to them. And again, it comes back to patience. It enables us to have patience when we're sharing the opportunity with people. So just do what you can not to lose that relatability, and understand that as you share the information with folks, we need to respect their process, but we need to help them through their process, because the process is a little bit different for everybody when it comes to sharing the business. So some people, like I said, they're ready, let's go, right? Actually, I love the way Stan Richards explains the 3 different options for people, and I adopted it. I totally stole it. And we all do that, right? In the industry, and it's awesome because it's like, look, hey, there are folks that are ready, there are folks that have questions, and there are folks that say, hey, it's not for me, and all 3 of those are fine. You know, so without getting into a full close, which, you know, we'll do that on a future training, but it's important to understand timing for your prospect, for the person you're trying to recruit. So, but again, the key is if you keep in touch with them consistently, then you keep yourself in a position that gives you the opportunity to win. Because when you leave the door open, you keep in touch with them, when they hit 9 o'clock or high noon, it can hit for them, and it can be the right time for them. And that's really the key. Again, timing for them is more important than timing for you. continuing to go is what's important to you, because understanding that people will watch what you're doing. Some of the people that you're going to share the business with, they're going to say, I'm not interested. Okay, yeah, here's someone who says, took 2 years before I got on board. So that's awesome. What a great story that is. And it's important that you share that story. But people are watching. I've had somebody that I tried to get in touch with, and sent videos and shared the information, all this kind of stuff, way back before we ever launched. I mean, we were in pre-launch. I don't even think there was a name to the company yet, right? I mean, that's how early it was. And just kept in touch. And they did nothing. They ignored me for an entire year. Well, the funny thing is, I completely forgot that we were Facebook friends. And she was watching me and watching the fun I was having, the success I was having. I'm going on trips. I got the car, the this, the that, and life's amazing. She finally stops ignoring me. I had reached out about once a month for a year. And she responds and says, actually, she didn't respond. She messaged me out of the clear blue and said, okay, you're having too much fun. We need to talk. Now, again, that was me being persistent and patient. And no joke, within an hour of us speaking, she was in the business. She was on the team. So, but the timing was right. And there was a life event that happened that brought her to high noon, and she was ready and she was in. So I can't stress that enough. But and I'll tell you, I'll give you another quick story here. And it's important that we share these success stories. Had somebody that I recently became a Facebook friend with. And this is somebody I went to high school with. Now I'm 50, okay? So I don't care. Everybody can know my age. But 32 years I have not seen this person. That's not an exaggeration. And I don't remember if she friend requested me or I friend requested her, but it was literally a couple weeks ago. And she liked one of my posts. So I thought, what the heck? I send a message, said, hey, how you doing? Oh my gosh, we haven't seen each other since high school. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Sean. You're awesome. Thank you. Sean just said you look 35. Thanks, man. Made me laugh, obviously. Anyway, so I don't remember who asked who, but I hey, we haven't spoken in forever. How you doing? What are you up to? Asked a couple questions. And in the initial response in that conversation, she said, doing okay. Some of you know I grew up in Bowie, Maryland, and she said we were in Florida for a while. We're back in Bowie. By the way, we're with XYZ company, with another company. And while we were down in Florida, we're doing okay, but up here we're not having any traction. I've been following your success with ID Life. I'd love to hear more about it. I didn't even ask. So talk about high noon. This person is ready, and we're actually getting together next Tuesday. I'm going to be out of town, and I'm going to be in Florida this weekend. Actually, tomorrow, 5 o'clock, I'll be in Valrico, Florida. Holly and I, we're going to be guest speakers at a presentation with the one and only Damon Baker. So if you have anybody, it's down in the Tampa area. If you've got anybody, make sure, please send them there. We'll take care of them. But just sorry about the tangent. But anyway, so listen, so that's how simple things can happen. People are watching you, is my point. So she was watching me over that short period of time, and I'm sure she went, digging through my posts and that kind of thing. And she saw, oh my gosh, Ty's having success. What the heck? I want to see what he's doing. And I had a message with her again on Facebook last night, and she's just fired up. Can't wait to hear about the company. So anyway, I'm not going to get into the steps of all that. We'll do that in a separate one. So anyway, listen, during the sharing process, it's so important to understand that people don't care how much they know until they know how much you care. So find out about them, find out what's going on in their world, in their life, and obviously we want to position our company as the solution for that. But it's about finding out where they are and sharing that and positioning us as the solution, as I said. So a couple quotes here to close with, and we'll let you guys get on with your morning. I know we're running a little bit long here. One is from Richard Branson, and that is, there are no quick wins in business. It takes years to become an overnight success. And that's everybody's perception, right? Is that you look at where people are today. I'm guilty of it, and we forget that there's a journey they went through to get to that point. Everybody was brand new at some point. When they started, they were brand new. When I started, I was brand new. I was just fortunate to be mentored by one of the all-time top earners and leaders in the history of the industry, Logan Stout. So that was a huge help for me. Now my goal is obviously to help as many people in the way Logan helped me as I can. So that's my goal, and that's part of the reason we do this. And the other one is Winston Churchill: never, never, never give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. That's the only way you can lose in this industry. Staying in the game, staying engaged, being persistent, taking action, sharing our amazing story. And it's amazing, and we're not miracle workers or anything, but what an amazing company we have that all started with Logan and everybody at corporate. I mean, it's an incredible, incredible story. I can't wait to see how lives are going to be changed as we continue to go around the world. So, anyway, so we're done. Thank you again. I can't wait for next week. Even though I will still be in Florida on Monday, we will do Monday morning. So have an amazing weekend. Again, if there's anybody that you can get to the presentation down in Tampa, please do. Love to take care of them for you. And again, check the corporate calendar and the team calendar for other events going around. I know Marty Wynn is going to be in New Jersey, I think on Sunday, if I remember right. But again, check the calendar. I've got flyers on everything. And Logan is in Tennessee today, presentation tonight, and boot camp tomorrow. And again, so many other things going on. So check the calendars, get your folks there, and have an amazing weekend. And we'll talk with you on Monday. Thanks for being on.